Okay, take two on that one. My phone got too hot outside that time. Um, I'm not the best with freaking technology. Anyway, yeah, so where I was going with that, that, sometimes we try everything that we can think of, and still there's just this feeling of I'm missing something. Um, like I can't quite tap into myself like a lot of us like have just forgotten so much. There's just this like shell around our heart or something. um we just can't quite get there no matter what like we try. um um and I just wanted to talk about my the best thing that I've ever done to tap into me, feel the connection again, was LSD. Never had it when I was younger. Um, so the first time I tried it was like a few years ago. Um, and I was at a time where it was like after a massive betrayal breakup type thing. And I was just like, no, not again. Like, here we go again, the same old stuff. And, you try. And I was like really seeing, I guess the first real aspect, like, after that was, it was a real catalyst for me to take a look at myself, like my part in what my world was, what was going on, like what I was kept doing and expecting like a different result type thing. And so like at that time I'm just like, I just stepped up that self-analysis deal at that point after that, and was reading a lot about psychedelics at the time. I did all my research and everything. I'm really interested in it. Always have been, because I love the 60s and 70s music. I'm a bit of a hippie on the inside. Never really, and I guess that was that was the part of me that flower child that had just been buried inside of me, because that wasn't the environment that I was in. It's never been the environment that was in, and I think that was that part of me was always calling, like crying out for some attention. And the music always did it for me, like, but there was still something deeper I couldn't quite access and bring that part out into my world. And so at that time I did a hell of a lot of um, reading about it all, and all the benefits, and all the stories, all the very popular these days and back then. So I tried it, and that was like the best, most beautiful experience that I've ever given myself, was because it put me in touch with Mother Nature. It put me in touch with beauty. Like, I saw beauty, but not only outside beauty. The big thing was I saw the beauty in me, that my beauty was that beauty. The beauty outside of me, it was also inside. So it was that connection that I was missing, and that experience gave me. And and then after that, obviously, because I'm very interested in the things that I'm interested about, very neurodivergent in that way. I was reading about all of the microdosing and what that does, the benefits it has. So then I started microdosing. My gosh, the level of self-love, creativity, it really enabled me to bloom. I highly encourage it. Everyone has free choice and all that, but I just wanted to share my experience. Like, if you're struggling with, why can't I freaking tap in? Why isn't I'm missing something? This has been a tool, and And there's lots of information out there. It's been talked about heaps about the benefits and the risks and whatever you want to talk about, you know, read about it. It's all out there. You can check it out. But for me, I just wanted to share that, you know, I know there's a lot of people get to this point and they do everything and it's just like, oh, and then they give up. But, you know, if you want to break through that freaking shell into what you know, there's got to be, there is something inside and I just can't seem to access it. Psychedelics is such a beautiful way of breaking through that last barrier so you can access it. You know, you don't have to rely on it or anything, but it's such a beautiful tool to reconnect with yourself and nature and love and beauty and just what it's all about, you know, like far out, man. It's such a beautiful thing. And the creativity, it was like my brain expanded, the knowledge, like I had access to more of me for like, it was just like, fuck yeah, that's where it is. So much, my brain started thinking of being more open-minded, ideas, creativity, just, I was less stressed, I was not, I was more understanding, definitely became a better mother because I was more tapped into myself, I was more relaxed, I was chill, I just can't rate it highly enough. It's a beautiful tool. Especially, you know, if you're worried about the higher doses, microdosing is just like a beautiful chill pill, a lovey-dovey chill pill that you're not, you know, you're not you can work, you can, I mean, people in Silicon Valley do this, like businessmen, there's so many people do this, they go, you can have it anytime, it doesn't affect any, like, you know, your body or anything. It only affects it in a good way, like a natural good way, not like I'm a high way. It's a, I can't rate it highly enough. And, you know, if you're really struggling, if you're open to this sort of stuff, I would just highly encourage you to like check it out, talk to people if you know someone that's done it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, LSD has been one of the best things if you're really struggling to connect with yourself, with others, you know, such a beautiful tool, and you don't have to worry about the big doses being freaking, you know, if that's not your thing, try microdosing, very, very small amounts. It has a beautiful effect. And then, you know, try it and see where you go from there. For me, it just gave me access to that part of me, that beautiful part of me that I was missing. And that's when my self-love blossomed. And that was the real start of this journey for me. Yeah, so I think, you know, and obviously there, you know, the therapy, the drug therapy, you know, MD and all this is really mushrooms and even marijuana. You know, there's always been a lot of, you know, arguing about the benefits and stuff, but it's definitely out there in our medical therapy sessions now, and there is a reason for it. It's because it works, and it works quickly. If you are really, really struggling, and you've tried therapy before, and you know this is like freaking, you know, hundreds of dollars each week to see a therapist, and you know it hasn't really ever worked before, it's someone to talk to. But you know, if you really want to do something for yourself, check it out before you give up on you, before you give up on your life or anything like that. You know, that's why it is the way therapy is, you know, personal growth therapy type thing. This is the way it's heading. So definitely, you know, try and open your mind to that as well. It's another tool that we can use. Especially if you are really struggling to see beauty around you, in people, yourself, or the environment. Like if you are really not connected at all, it's such a beautiful tool to reconnect you to that side of yourself, to your inner child, to your inner feminine or masculine, to the beauty, to both of all three within you, to really, oh, it was actually a massive thing for me to really embrace my inner feminine, which I so needed, to really start loving on myself that much better and really get into my flow. Beautiful, beautiful. Highly encourage it, ladies. Highly encourage it. And I know it works really well for men as well, to really open their heart space and to tap into their feminine side. Yeah, and it's such a beautiful connecting tool as well, like in relationships. You know how they use like MD for couples therapy a lot of the time as well, because it opens the heart space and you become like more open to the other person's point of view and all that. Microdosing, like if you're in a relationship and you know, things are getting a little bit tense or going south, like, you know, instead of trying like standard therapy or whatever, or going outside your relationship to get your needs met or something like that, like this is another tool to open up this heart space, get in touch with that inner beauty within yourself and each other. It's a beautiful tool to use. So yeah, I mean, these are just some of the ideas to you know, calm the system, open your mind to different ideas about how to start listening to that unique, authentic voice and song that you know, that is just dying to come out and play in the big band. So yeah, I think yeah, that's it. Yeah, all right. So good luck with it all, peeps. And yeah, if you wanted to ask me any questions about any of it, like I've seriously tried everything, and I'm kind of come out on the other side of it. So let me know, and I'll try and help in any way that I can from, you know, from my own experiences. So yeah,